Hi guys, we're back with a brand new video. I'm Jess and this is Get Ready with Jess. So we're here today with a brand new video and we're going to be doing the FOXY non-surgical eyelid. So this is quite interesting because I did do a bit of a look of it on my TikTok hack video, but I haven't done like a full explanation on really how to do it. So we're going to take a step back and kind of get everybody up to speed on how to do this look today. So a lot of people do actually do this. My main inspiration for this is actually Bella Hadid. She does this look literally all the time and her eyes always look so long and so sleek and just beautiful. So without further ado, let's get going. So I've got my 35M Morphe palette here and we're going to be kind of focusing on just like the dark neutral colours. We're not going to be doing anything extreme with these purples or reds, just the neutral colours. So the first colour we're going to be going in with, oh my god. I'll start again. The colour we're going to be going in with is this one right here. So this is quite like a nice natural caramel colour and we don't need an awful lot excess. And we're just working on the outer corner and bringing it down. We're not going to be going into the crease or anything. We're just going to kind of bring it out nice and high to lengthen our eyes and bring them up. Remember to be really light and always blend as much as you can. So I'm pushing it more into my outer corner and being lighter in the outside because that's where I don't want it to be harsh. I want it to be more harsh in the corner. And you want to kind of get it as close to your lash line as possible. The line you're kind of aiming for is your bottom lash line, just to match it up from here to go straight up to your eyebrow, the end of your eyebrow. Just ensuring you're getting that sleek look. So you're just starting off with a really nice light brown colour, just to give it that base, and then we're going to build up from there. Now I do usually struggle with my eyelids because they do overhang a little bit, but that's not an issue. If a lot of you do have that problem, then that is going to be solved today. I'm going to help you with your eyeliner on a overhanging eyelid, which is amazing for a lot of people because they don't really know how to do their eyeliner with an overhanging eyelid, because it sometimes has a bit of a bend in it, sometimes just doesn't go the way that they want. So that's what we're going to be working on today, is getting our eyeliner perfect with an overhanging eyelid. So I'm just working on my other eye as well. Just matching up what I do on one side. And again, I'm really pressing it into the outer corner and then just lightly bringing it out. Because this is where the black liner is gonna lie. So you wanna kind of get that base line to go off after and slowly get a little bit darker to create a bit more of a smoky look in the corner, in the outer corner. So next we're gonna go in with this color right here. I feel like I'm almost falling off my chair, but just this colour right here, plenty on. Don't forget your excess. Okay, so again, we're going in with the same outer corner, again, just flicking it out, bringing it up, keeping it nice and natural. You might find it easier as well if you kind of just look straight ahead at your mirror. Don't look down, don't look up. If you've got an overhanging eyelid, You want to make sure you're keeping your look straight so you can judge where that fold is, because if you're looking down you can see where the crease is, but it's a bit easier to just kind of go off sometimes looking straight ahead, because then you can fix where that bend would usually be in the lid. So this is like a really popular look as well. A lot of people have been doing this and I do think it's so pretty and it's so like quick and easy to do. Once you've done it the first time, I think it's really easy to do and really quick and just gives you a really different look, because I've got quite big round eyes. I'd say I would, like I have quite big round eyes, so to actually kind of make mine look a little bit sleeker would be a bit of a change for once. Okay, so now we've got those colours in, we're going to just go in with a little bit of a darker one, which is just this one right here, because I mean, the pubs are now open, guys. The pubs are open. Happy days. I mean, personally, I'm not one to really want to go out within the first day of everything opening, but I mean, it did look like everybody did have a lot of fun. So hopefully soon in the next month or so I'll be feeling, you know, just comfortable enough to go out and be around everybody again, because it's such like I feel like it is quite a big step from going to being around nobody to then going out and being around thousands of people, you know, all drunk, and it probably might be a bit overwhelming for some people. So I just kind of want to just take it a bit slow and go at my own pace until I'm ready to go out. But you know, there's no rush because the clubs aren't going anywhere and nobody's going anywhere. So, but it did look like everybody did have a lot of fun, so it will be nice to get out eventually when I can. Okay, so I've done the darker and it's starting to kind of come a little bit smoky now. So I'm just going to go in with my bigger fluffy blending brush and I'm just going to blend out those harsh lines just on the edges, so we're not looking too blocky, because again, this is, you want to keep it as natural as possible. You don't want to create too many harsh lines with the colours that you've put on, so we're just blending them out really subtly. And just keep your hand nice and light on your brush, because the lighter you are, the easier it is to blend, and blending is key. Blending is key, guys. We need those harsh lines gone. And although we aren't actually blending into the crease, this is like quite a nice time to actually just get it from the outside to the middle, but still not creating a whole eyeshadow look, which I think is quite nice. Oh my god, I'm literally loving this right now. Okay, so now we're going to go in with our dark black shadow to create our flicks. So this is where it gets a little bit tricky for those who aren't too confident on doing eyeshadow flicks. So I'm going in with my Morphe palette again, and in the bottom corner we've got a really nice dark black colour. So I'm just going to get plenty on my brush. Now this is where it can get a little bit tricky and maybe a little bit messy, so you just really just take your time and slow it all down and just, you know, focus on where you want the flick to be. So I'm not gonna pull my eye out too much, just purely because, like I said, the first time I have an overhanging eyelid, so I don't want to just make that disappear, because as soon as I let go, it's gonna reappear. So I'm just gonna pull it ever so slightly, just to get that line that we want. Okay, so I've just done the bottom line and I've only just done from the outer corner up to the top, just to kind of get my guide. And now I'm going to go from the middle of my eye on the lash line and just slowly start to kind of join it up to the outside. So I've got my eye open because I want to still know where that bend is, and it is quite hard to do with my eyelashes on actually, because I can't see as much. Okay, so I'm just going to fill in that line. And I'm just ever so slightly using the corner to create the point. So we want to also keep this quite smoky, so you don't want it to look too dark or too prominent because we're just going to blend it afterwards, but still having the line there as it is. So every time you are doing a separate line or doing a new line, or every time you're putting your brush to your lid, make sure you're just kind of stepping back, opening your eye properly, reevaluating where that fold is and going back in again. So you just want to keep on top of it, take your time. It's not going to go wrong if you just take it slow, because if you just rush it and you know you're not taking into consideration how much your eye does fold over, you're going to have a big bend in your eyelid, and that's just in your eyeliner, and that's just not what we want. You know, just I mean, I do find it easier using eyeshadow as an eyeliner. A lot of people find it easier using the pens or the gels, but for me, I think powder's probably the best one for me. Okay, so we've just done the points. Now I'm just bringing it down ever so slightly onto my lower lash line, only slightly, just to give it a bit of a smoky look in the corner. And then we'll finish it off after I've just done my second eye. So I'm just gonna go off camera, do my other eye, and then I will be back. Okay, so we're back. We've done the other eye, and now we're gonna blend. So to blend my wing, I'm just gonna go in with my fluffy concealer brush. Just looks like that. It's nice and thick. It's dead easy to buff the darker colours out. So just very lightly, we're just gonna blend in, almost like into the crease, just to smoke out the wing, because that's where we need smoky look to come from. And just make it a bit more prominent, because sometimes it can blend it out, and then you want it to look smoky but you still want the line to be there. So I'm using my Morphe oval shadow brush, just swapped it from that one, just so it's a bit more, I've got a bit more of a precision line to blend from. So I'm just doing it really kind of putting my brush where I want to blend, and I'm just flicking it inwards. And I'm just going to take my brush, blush out any harsh lines. But don't forget as well as at the end you can also go in with some concealer and go over some lines to get the fallout off the corners or anywhere else where you feel like you might need to just make a bit sharp or anything. You can just go over at the end, so I wouldn't worry too much if you do have a bit of fallout, or if there's somewhere along the line where you feel like it could be sharper. Just wait until the end, wait until you've blended everything, and then go over it after. Okay, so now we've kind of got our smoky eye going off in the corners. We're just going to go back in like we did before with our browns and neutral colours. Just go back in with the second, not the first, the second colour we used. And ever so lightly, just going back over. I'm just kind of blending it in on the brow bone, and again on the other side. So as well, when you get your lashes on at the end, just remember that your lashes are going to cover a lot of it up if you have quite extreme lashes, but my lashes aren't too volumized, so they're not going to cover up an awful lot of my folded over crease, but it kind of gets like just the very edge of it, which is good, because then if you do still have a bit of a bend, your eyelashes will cover that up. Then we're just going to get the black again, and we're just going to come down the eye to the inside and create some little points. So we're just keeping the corner that we've just done really natural and not too smoky, because we want it to just kind of look like that's the shape of our eye that's going in and up. For your colours, and it's just giving you that tiny corner to just snatch your eyes. Okie dokie, so now to just finish our fox eye look, we're just going to go in with some mascara on our lower lash line, just to make our lashes a bit more prominent and just so we can see them. But we don't want to do too much, just because we don't want this look to be too fake. We don't want to take the attraction away from too much of the look that we've created. Do find as well that my bottom lashes do tend to get a lot clumpier than my top ones, so I'm just going in with my little spool on the end of my eyebrow brush, and I'm just brushing over them to get those lumps off, to make the bottom ones look nice and natural. We don't like those mascara clumps on our eyes. So we have finished our look. So this is the FOXY non-surgical eye lift look, and this is what it looks like completely finished and all blended out. A lot of people will probably do it a bit more subtle, some others will do it a little bit like this where it's a bit more prominent, but definitely elongated my eyes to make them a bit more smaller and lengthened them to bring them up, which I think is just a bit of a refreshing look for me, my eyes being usually quite round and big. So if you did enjoy this video, please be sure to give me a subscribe. Please give me a thumbs up, just because I absolutely love all my subscribers. Thank you for all of your support from everybody that watches my videos. If you do want to see something different and you think that it would completely change me up, please, 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 please give me a comment down below, and also give me a message on my Instagram or follow me. Let's be besties. Let's get ready together. So that is all we have time for today in today's video. If you do want to see something else, again, you know where that comment box is, you know where the subscribe button is, and you know where the thumbs up button is. That's if you liked it and you want to see more videos just like this, creating different looks. So that is all we have time for today, and I will see you guys again this week for a brand new video. See you later, bye!